Module 16, the IOU signal. This one is interesting because it uses a quirk of human psychology and turns it into a form of influence. Plus, it flies under the radar, meaning he won't resist your influence because he doesn't even notice it. The IOU signal is really just an interesting application of something psychologists call the foot in the door effect. The foot in the door technique is an influence strategy. Its power comes from a quirk of human psychology. That is, agreeing to a small request increases the likelihood that you'll agree to a second, larger request. So initially, you make a small request, and once the person agrees to this, they find it more difficult to refuse a bigger request. And here's the application for relationships. First, get him to agree to something small, then move him toward an interaction that benefits the relationship. What is the signal? I once studied under a hypnosis expert who called this something different. He called it a yes set, meaning a yes mindset. The way he explained it was simple. He said, get a person nodding yes. Establish a yes set before you get to the question that really matters. People have a strong desire to appear consistent. This is something social psychologists have pointed out in numerous research studies. The consistency bias makes people want to, appear consistent. Here's how to use that to your advantage. First, get him to commit to something very small. Then reference that yes he gave you to get him to buy into doing something more significant. Example phrases. Sabrina, David, wouldn't you say you're the kind of person who goes after what he wants in life? Someone who's willing to do what it takes to have the best life has to offer? David, definitely. I don't understand those people who whine about life but don't do anything to change it. Sabrina, good, because I'd like to have a discussion where we are honest with each other about what we really want in life. It might feel a bit awkward, but I figure you're the kind of person who's willing to go through some awkwardness if it moves us toward the best life possible. In this example, Sabrina first gets him to acknowledge a desire. Only then does she present an opportunity to actually pursue that desire. Here's an example that taps into what he already values. Get him to say yes to a certain value, then suggest a specific application of that value. Samantha, David, aren't you the kind of person who likes to discover as much as you can about the city you live in? David, yes, that's why people ask me for directions, recommendations, and stuff. Samantha, then you'll like this idea. I was thinking it would be fun if we made a game out of exploring some of the less well-known restaurants around town. We could rate each one as we go. It would be a fun way to explore, wouldn't it?